What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Heisler, joined, as always, by my friend Matt Modai. Matt, what's up with the sweatshirt? What is that, 76ers?
Yeah, I don't feel
They
great
win
about
last
wearing
night?
it. No, they lost.
All right. Nice.
Yeah,
It's a hell of
they're
a
only
choice.
2-8. They're right there. They're 2-8, but they're right there.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about how they're probably one of the better 2-8 teams on the planet right now in any level of sports.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yep. All right. So I don't even know where to start. I think we're going all NBA, obviously, since there's a million NBA games tonight. We can go through every single one of them. Maybe find a bet, maybe not. I don't know. Yesterday looked good to begin. Like it didn't start out, well, actually not great for Tyler Hero. I had that and I was like, yikes, like that sucked. And then all of a sudden he just started going off. So I figured that was going to happen though, because no Butler, competitive game. At some point, it's just going to be like, all right, give me the ball. I'm just going to shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped the 40 burger. So the over 24 was very easy. Like that was fun. And then Jalen Duren over 10.5 rebounds from that same game, plus 105. That hit. How many did he end with?
He ended with exactly 11. I'm pretty sure. So,
okay.
But yeah, that's still an over in my book.
Correct. All right. So then we had Clint Capella under 19.5 points plus rebounds minus 120. That has caused you to question CLV.
That's correct. Yeah. I'm starting to think that CLV is just like a made up thing and that it's not real, because I don't think I'll ever have as good as CLV on that bet. Aside from NFL CLV is crazy. Like if you hit something Tuesday, by Sunday, you could double the market. But for NBA, unless you get something like the night before, I've never had a bet move it's so much in my favor before. And also for it to lose so quickly. You know what I mean? Like the ratio of like CLV to how quickly it lost it was a very high number.
What did it move to?
17.5, and the under was minus money. It was like a minus money for the under still.
Yeah, Jesus, that's crazy. Yeah, he was balling. I knew that was in trouble. I was watching that game. I mean, no big deal. I had the package, so I was watching 4 at once, but whatever. That's just what some guys do. But I was watching. I was like, wow, that was Capella. That was Capella. That was Capella.
Yeah.
I just kept saying, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I watched the first quarter and knew immediately that there was no chance. Like the first 6 minutes of the game, I could tell.
Yeah, speaking of first quarters, I had Derek White in the first quarter, and he left at the 6-minute mark and never came back in. He did take enough shots to get home, but I'm still waiting for him to come back in the first quarter. But I don't think he's gonna. But that sucked, and that was when Hero wasn't doing great. So I immediately started tilting because we still had later games. Like those were my 7 o'clocks. I was gonna win both of those bets and then just watch Outer Banks with my wife for the rest of the night. That's what she watches now. So I was like, I'll watch that. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna have to watch the NBA on the computer.
Yeah, I gotta dial in.
And then I found Ryan Dunn, which is probably the worst bet in the world. Over 2.5 points in the first quarter. It was plus 110 at ESPN. It hit, so it won, but like he played like 5 minutes and took like 3 shots and just happened to hit a 3. You know what I mean? It was like one of those where you're like, that was not a good bet. So it was that, but it did win. So it kind of made up for the good bet in Derek White that lost. So I feel like that should have won.
Yeah.
So anyways, the rest of the night, we had Klay Thompson. Well, you had him 4+ threes. You nailed that. That was awesome. Plus 140. We later on the day, off of your analysis, we took him in the first basket market. Okay. And he hit, obviously, because he scored the first points of the game.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. All based off your analysis. That was it. That was all we had.
Well, I'll take it.
If we would have went method of first basket, though, that could have went poorly because I would have had a 3.
It was a free throw, yeah.
It was a free throw that he hit. So it was that. And then Anthony Edwards over 8.5 first quarter points and 10+ first quarter points. Never had a chance. I think he had like 4 points.
He had 2 points, and then he had 12 in the second quarter, playing like half the minutes. So it's frustrating. Yeah, it is what it is.
Donovan Clingan come in. and I almost did the Galaxy Brain bet, which was everybody was going for him. And then I was like, what about Time Lord? People are forgetting about Time Lord. His double-double was like 1,300 or something like that. And
that's crazy.
I was like, wow, that's nuts, because this Clingham kid is probably going to get into foul trouble or whatever. Not a great matchup to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you want some of Donovan. Don't get me wrong. I like him.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's like, why not? If you're going to have a knee-jerk reaction, why not go for the plus 1,300 guy? And then Time Lord ended up going 17-9. So that would have been probably the worst way to end your night.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
God, I didn't do that. I actually fell asleep during that game. I called it. I fell asleep. And I was watching the other one anyways. When I woke up, I realized I won an 8-leg parlay. And it was because I realized I had a no sweat bet, and I wanted like no sweat money in my account so I could do milli parlays, because somehow in my brain I've equated that that's free, even though it's not. It costs you 25, but I don't know. And you know what's even crazier is now that I won that parlay, I was like mad I didn't have bonus bets.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you know, you have cash. Like, that's just as good as a bonus bet. But my brain's broken. So
it feels different. Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right. So anyways, that one, but I threw it together at the last second. It was probably the least EV parlay you'll ever see in your life. I was afraid to post it at the end. Like, I just posted it. I was like, dude, I didn't know we had this. So let's just throw in a bunch of stuff for that Warriors Mavericks game. And it all hit. I mean, it was all watered down nonsense, but whatever.
It's still, it's watered down nonsense. If it hits, it still counts as money. Yeah. I did the opposite, where I did like a pumped up no sweat SGP. I had Brunson 10 plus assists. He had 5 in the first quarter. And then I had Karl Anthony Towns 4+ made 3-pointers. He had 2 in the first quarter. And then I had Klay Thompson 3s, which hit. Guess how many assists in 3-pointers made Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson ended up with?
2 for Towns, and then 5 for Brunson.
That's correct. At the first quarter, I was feeling good. Second half, I said at the end of the half, I said we're still on track, and then it was just dead in the water. But we had fun doing it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, when you count all the fun you had, like when you factor that in, you pretty much won.
I mean, the whole second quarter, we thought that there was legs to that, you know?
Yeah. You were sweating. No, I like it.
Yeah.
I had an underdog slip that I did a video for. It was I would say a B- video for me. So it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And I laughed. I thought it was funny. I used the kid with the money in the car, and then the kid comes and takes it from him. I always think people taking money from people is always funny. It's like people falling down, kind of. Like, it's always funny. I'll always laugh. But but anyways, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But yeah, Goga lost, so I thought I had lost the underdog slip, but then the other 2 guys didn't play. So it just voided, and I get refunded. Like,
nice.
Right. Like, even when I lose, I win, baby.
Yeah, you'll take that.
That's a birthday win right there.
That's true.
How you know it's my birthday. Anyways, at some point, we're going to start talking about tonight. I'm going to warn you now. I'm struggling big time with first baskets, because that's all I can think about. It's kind of like the first quarter thing, except different. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think we're going to be fine. Let's just jump right in, dude. We got a lot of games, so we might as well just start getting going. Let's go with the Pacers Magic. I have a bet. What do you have?
I don't have a bet. I wanted to take Franz Wagner, but over 25.5 is a little too rich for my blood. Another guy that I liked but didn't bet was Benedict Mathurin, 20+ points, because I feel like no Neesmith, I believe. Is either Neesmith or Nembhard. I always mix those 2 guys up. One of them's hurt, which leads to more usage for Mathurin. And the way you beat Orlando is from the perimeter, even though he's kind of like a slasher more so than a perimeter guy. But 20+ points feels right for him, but I didn't bet it.
Okay. I'm going to go right to first quarter points. Let's go with our boy Goga. Over 3.5 plus 104. That is an absolute gift. I mean, you almost would think today's my birthday. You know what I mean? But like when I saw that, I was like, wow. So yeah, Goga's getting that first quarter, no doubt about it. They've already played once. He did it in that game.
Yeah.
I also have. I don't want to give away my first basket. Do I have to give away my first basket?
It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of our show, though, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But if you want the people, if you want to give them like a teaser, you can do that. I like to sometimes give the people a little tease, but if you want people to watch either video, whatever it is, maybe hold off a little bit. It's up to you.
Franz is getting the first basket in that game.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So simple. So yeah, he's like 600 at FanDuel. I just put that onto my OddsJam screen, the first basket, but then FanDuel's not listed, so it kind of ruins it. Yeah. But you can also see that these people are trying to rip us off. That's all they do. These books.
Yeah, I mean, BetMGM, we know we're onto them.
All right, so Cleveland and Philly.
Yeah, who's playing for
next
Philly?
Game? We already have one win in our pockets. Goga. Dude, Bataze's getting full. I don't even understand how you give us plus money for that.
For plus money out.
Yeah, Indy gives up so many points in the paint. I mean, the only team that gives up more is Chicago. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Chicago, New Orleans, and the Lakers, but I don't count the Lakers and New Orleans as more because it's like a point more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in a whole game, last game, guess how many points they gave up in the paint?
A lot. I'm guessing a lot.
Yeah, 64.
Seems like a lot.
We just need 4 of those to come in the first quarter.
And Goga, looking it up on our friends at Props Madness, 84% of his buckets come in the restricted area.
That's the only place he knows how to score. I mean, he'll pop a 3. Just so everyone doesn't think he's soft, but you know what I mean. He's an inside guy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at the screen for Cleveland, Philly. It's Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is back, obviously, because there's no lines for anyone on that team.
Yeah, and he might not play. Paul George might not play. To me, call the number if you're betting this game before you know who's playing.
Yeah. We can skip that. I was thinking about breaking up content and just going with early looks. Do you know what I mean? Because there's such thing as in the NBA, there is such thing as your early ones that you would lock in. So that's generally going to be your superstars. And then you're going to take your other stuff later. But the other stuff kind of matters. Like the last call stuff, like Ryan Dunn last night mattered. Klingham, Robert Williams last night. You could have just what's up?
No, I was on Dick last night. Once Quickly got ruled out, I rode the Dick. He cashed out way more than what I even bet him for.
Yeah, that's a great example. You know what I mean? It's just like, so I think like it's superstars in the morning because you can take their overs and nothing's going to matter. Any news is not going to matter. The only news can actually only help you. You know what I mean? Because either the guy doesn't play, so you have no chance of losing, or one of his buddies doesn't play, and now he's going to score more. And now you have your favorite, CLV.
Yeah, I love CLV.
Yeah. So no matter how you look at it, you can't lose. And it's games like this that's made me think about that. So I'll think about how we could do that going forward because, we're just wasting our time even looking at. Like right here, I'm looking at the board right now. All of that stuff's a waste of time.
Correct. Yeah.
Throw in the fact that Jared Allen might not play either.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't even have to look at that, but here we are looking at it because we're real men and we go through every game for the people. But like that's not going through every game. That's getting through it and being like, what the hell is this? So
yeah.
What about the Pelicans and Thunder?
Yeah, this is another game. I promise I have bets today, but it hasn't been in the first 3. I mean, like the Thunder are missing. Now they're missing Chet. We kind of want to see what they're like without Chet. The Pelicans might as well be missing their entire team at this point. It's basically just Brandon Ingram. Yeah, essentially they are. It's basically just Brandon Ingram and Trey Murphy and like that guy Ives Missy, who I never heard of until this year. Brandon Boston can play a little bit. I kind of like a look on Trey Murphy because like the way you beat the Thunder is how he scores. It's like spot up 3-point shooters. So either points or threes, but I'm not going to bet it. It's just too much uncertainty with both of these teams. And with 11 games on the board, I figure why bother? That's how I felt.
Okay, I'm kind of disappointed. I kind of like the uncertainty is like, I don't know. I love it.
Well, to me, this is an uncertainty that you wait until closer to game time when you have lines for everybody. I guess that's
fair.
Yeah.
Well, in my own words, are hanging me right now because there's no superstar you can bet in this thing right now. SGA, if you want to go points, but it's a 30 burger and it's minus 111 at FanDuel. So
yeah. And like Ingram points, like the Thunder are the best team in the NBA at shutting down your number one option. Like that's what they do. They don't let guys like number one ISO, ball handler, all that stuff. They don't let them score. So it could be like an assist plus rebound game for Ingram.
Yep, it could be. I think it's a Trey Murphy first basket. It's a Yves Missy.
Yeah, I don't know how to. One of my last
say his name.
I wish we were
live right now. We could just ask someone.
Yeah, one of my best.
That wouldn't work though.
Yeah, one of my best friends' last name is Ives, Ives. I know his is Yves, but I'm just going to call him Ives until otherwise told that that's not correct. Which I know it's not correct, but no one's told me that.
That's fair. I think it's a double for this guy. I'm gonna put that down in the bets. That's a real bet. All right. So if anyone's listening to me right now, that's a real bet. Yves Missy plus 1,000. These guys are gonna run small, so he might not play much, but Zubac just did the other day.
Yeah.
Played 34 minutes against these dudes. They ran out Jalen Williams at center. I mean, that's worth a maybe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like if they're going small, you're not going to be able to outsmall them. So you might as well try to do the opposite. Is my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, this dude might only play 20 minutes, but at the same time, I mean, he needs 5 dunks on Williams, and he's going to rebound.
And it's plus 1,000.
And it's plus 1,000.
Yeah, that's the big.
Yeah. Whereas at Bet Online, it's 900. It's 650 at ESPN. 775 at BetMGM. All those are Bet Online's good, but the rest are not much of a.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would think about that. I'd also tell you right now, Trey Murphy scoring the first basket in that game. I mean, that's just child's play. Because that dude Missy's gonna win the tip. Like, there's no chance.
Yeah.
Tip. And then they're gonna take the ball out of Ingram's hands, and they're gonna kick it to Murphy in the corner, and he's just gonna fucking bury it, dude. It's gonna be 3-0. People are gonna be going crazy. We're gonna be going nuts because we're all over them.
It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be really fun to watch. And that's over right there. You know what I mean? Like, we're done. We're done. Next game. What's next? You know what I mean? And he's plus 900.
Plus 900.
Nothing. That's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So next, dude, what if we won $1 million?
You could.
Wouldn't that be nuts, dude?
The day after your birthday? I mean, what a way.
Yeah. People would be asking, like, how'd you win $1 million? Like, we picked the guy who scored first in like 6 games.
Yeah.
Like 6 of them. Like, we just got 6 of them. That's all.
Yeah. I did a 3-leg one time and I got the first 2 and I didn't get the third one, but it's like you hit the first 1, the first 2. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. That's very fun. It's nice to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
I wish I had bonus bets because those don't even count.
Yeah. Even though you made the mistake of winning your no sweat bet.
Yeah. I shouldn't have won that no sweat bet. I would have had $25 in bonus bet. Now all I have is like 130.
Yeah. That's pointless.
Like, that's dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Bulls Knicks.
I kind of like another one I didn't bet, but another look that I had was Jalen Brunson or Josh Hart assists. Brunson's over 7.5 at plus 122. Josh Hart is over 6.5 at plus 135. The Bulls are a team you want to target for point guard assists. Brunson sprained his ankle last night and then he came back in and was fine. If he plays tonight, you could kind of spin zone yourself into thinking that he's not going to be as aggressive scoring. So maybe he'll be more aggressive passing. And that's the way you want to target this Bulls defense, is with those point guard passers. And Josh Hart just had a triple-double last night, so he's feeling good. Between the two, one of them is going to have a good assist game. I don't know which one it is. You could take both for plus money and hope that one hits, and then you're profiting, and they could both hit easily. But yeah, that's where I looked in this one.
I like it. I'm gonna go. I don't like to do this on the road, but let's go Vooch first quarter.
Yeah.
4.5 plus 116. It's minus 101 at Caesars, even money at ESPN Bet. He does this every game. I already looked it up. Like he every game.
He gets 4.
Yeah, all the
or
time.
5. I guess 5, right?
Yeah, I mean the guy's just literally scoring all over the place. And I heard that Anthony Towns just gives it up.
He does. That is true.
The number, I don't remember what it was, but last night I think I heard a number of like I think the person he's guarded has missed like 2 shots this year.
I believe it. I mean, he's always been like that on defense. He just had Rudy Gobert behind him the last 2 years to protect him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bad. So I'm going to go through real quick, just see. Last night he had Embiid on him.
Embiid did not play well last night.
Embiid looked like he hadn't played basketball in a while.
Yeah,
he
did.
Took 2 shots. Also, too, he came out of the game very early.
Yeah, also true.
So there was that, like very early in the first whatever. Yeah, I mean, Drummond missed a 2-point layup on him.
As Drummond does.
Yeah, that's how he rolls.
Yeah.
2-point cutting layup he made. I think dude was still on the floor at the time. Let's hope he was. But yeah, I mean, I just think there's no chance that this guy doesn't give up something.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, Colin Towns is atrocious on defense.
But
and Vooch will score.
He's a scorer, bro.
Yeah.
So that's plus money. That's 2 plus money bangers right there. I still got to bet them, though. I got to hurry up before this show goes live.
Yeah, because then everyone's the market's going to see it. They're going to change it.
They're going to ruin it. Everyone's going to ruin it. Nikola Vucevic, Vucevic is very underrated right now.
He is.
He's still at 17 points.
It's because the Bulls are so boring. Like, if you're not in the state of Chicago or a fan of the team playing them, nobody's watching this Bulls team. They're like the most useless team in the NBA right now.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, dude, he's shooting 59% on the road this year, 48% from 3, 92% from the free throw line. This is on the road, bro. At home, he's only 57% from field goal percentage, 44% from 3-point land, and 76% at home or on the free throw line. That's at home.
He's a road guy.
He's a road dog, dude. I mean, especially now he's in New York. Got the bright lights. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. He knows that.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So that's 2 bets right there. Goga and Vooch. Damn, dude, we're cooking. I kind of want to go McBride again just for the vibes, but I mean it's minus 145 for a bucket.
Yeah, I didn't see his. Maybe he hasn't. So he has. Oh, never mind. He does. Maybe I was looking earlier. I was looking at his point prop because they still I don't know. He played well last night. He's still only at 10.5, and that's not even it's not even the first quarter. Plus 120 if you want to get 12 plus. I was looking at that too.
He could do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go Boston, Brooklyn. What do you got for that? Anything?
Yeah, finally have a bet here. It's Cam Thomas, 25 plus points. I got it at plus 120. Let me see if the CLV monster is gonna back me or not. But it's just I talk about it all year. It's just the way you play against this Celtics defense. Looks like 25 plus is still plus 120 at FanDuel. You want guys that are going to run pick and rolls and that can pull up. That's how you play against this Celtics defense. They allow the 5th most pull-up field goal attempts in the NBA. Most of it comes out of the pick and roll. They allow the 6th most points per game to pick and roll ball handlers on the 5th most attempts. Cam Thomas scores the most points in the nets, running the pick and roll as the ball handler, runs the most possessions on the nets as the ball handler. And obviously he scores the most points via pull-ups and actually the 12th most points in the entire NBA on points via pull-ups. I like this because he's only done it in 1 of 5 games. So the haters are going to the win percentage people are going to be like, he's only done it in 1 of 5, which makes me like this play even more because shoot or shoot. And Cam Thomas He's one of those guys, streaky player. But the one game he did go over was against the Celtics, 31 points on 22 shots. I could see something very similar happening tonight. So this one finally was a bet that I did take. Cam Thomas, 25 plus points.
I like it. I don't really have a first basket guy in this thing. The tip's going to be tricky, if that's a thing.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you one thing. Schroeder over 4.5 points plus 106.
Yeah.
FanDuel, that's a joke. He's getting 5, dude. In the first quarter. That's where he does his best work. He hates the Celtics probably. Just everything about this play makes sense. So that's 3 plus money bangers in the first quarter from me so far. Not that we're keeping track. I just want to make sure I have in my head how many I have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can go overboard with these and just take way too many of them. But I think we can time this thing out. This is going to be a great night now that I think about it.
I mean, if they're all plus money, it's just spray the board and win half your bets and make money doing so.
Yeah. And a lot of action, too. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Sweating these out, dude, are a sweat unto themselves because you're just like you're under the gun immediately. In basketball, you got time. Like I was watching Tyler Hero last night. I was like, yeah, we'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like I got time. But and then the other guy, White, I was like, dude, get back in the game. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? All right. Clippers, Rockets.
Another game I didn't bet. I kind of like James Harden, either points or 3-pointers because like the Rockets are pretty good guarding spot up guys. They're pretty good on the interior, but they'll give it up on the exterior. And Harden, I mean, he takes over 50% of his shots from above the break 3-pointers. He hasn't been shooting great recently and hasn't been scoring a lot recently, which just makes me like that play even more. Again, I didn't bet it. I was close to. You can get over 22.5 at plus 100 at FanDuel. That's a decent price if you just line shop that. If you want to go crazy, go 25 plus. That's plus 150 at FanDuel. But there are a couple plays I like better, so I held off.
I like it. I'm kind of thinking I might be crazy. What about Derek Jones Jr.?
I don't know much about him, admittedly.
He played the entire first quarter last game. It was against OKC, which is kind of weird, but he was just kind of around. But you only need 3 points out of him. And the guy's literally just running out there getting cardio for 12 minutes. He can score once. I'm going through right now and see if did he score in those minutes. Doesn't shoot a lot. So that's not great at all. He had a 3 at the 5:11 mark, so he had 3. So he already covered this.
Yep.
But that was one shot, so you want to mess up. He had another 3, so that's 2. So the dude took two shots. That's kind of scary. Both were from 3, though.
Yeah.
Beat this team on the exterior.
That you do.
He offensive rebound, misses 2-point putback. Derek Jones offensive rebound, misses 2-point tip layup. So that's not great. If we were sweating that would have been very difficult to watch. But 2.5 points is even money, dude.
Yeah, plus 100. And FanDuel doesn't even have a market for it.
What's that?
I said FanDuel doesn't even have a market.
Yeah, they don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Even money at ESPN, though. Let's put it on the board. I'll do that. He'll get 3. He has to get 3. Just because. I mean,
just for the vibes.
How do you not get 3? All right, so that's my Dunn play, my Ryan Dunn play, where it's like we're just banking on this dude to hit a 3. Like I don't know how many shots he's gonna take, but if he's gonna take some 3s, just hit one of them. Just hit one. That's it.
Just one.
Yep. Actually, maybe take his first basket 3-pointer
for Derek Jones Jr.
Yeah, in the Millie.
I mean, that's got to be a crazy price.
Yeah, and that's got to be really good. Trey Murphy just went down to 900, so I love that. As we speak, he just went down. Yeah, nobody's gonna see. No one's
Derek Jones Jr.
Yeah, they're never going to see that coming. Hang on, I'll get you a price right now. Derek Jones Jr. 3 is plus 4,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's 14,000 for anything other than a layup, dunk, free throw, or 3.
What else is there?
I mean, I guess it could be I guess a putback would be considered a layup, right?
Or a dunk. Yeah.
I don't
know.
Be a jump shot. So basically just a
I guess the only other thing
is
a jumper, yeah.
Or a hook. He got a hook in that bag.
Is that a jump shot? What does that count?
I mean, it's other. I would go other on that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you just went Trey Murphy, just first basket, and then Derek Jones Jr. other, $1 will get you $1,400.
Oh my. That's the way you get $1 million. It's just stack plays like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not going to do that, but I mean, it could happen, dude.
But it could.
We were talking about it yesterday, and it was just like, dude, they're on the court. You know what I mean? Like they're out there.
Yeah.
His first basket's plus 1,500.
Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he takes one shot, might as well be the first one.
Yeah. Like no one's covering him. He's just kind of over in the corner. And it's like, you know what, here, Derek, take that. Why don't you take a shot? All right, let's go on. Washington, San Antonio.
Yeah, I took Wemby points, 25 plus. Perfect matchup against the Wizards. I mean, like the thing with Wemby, if you look at him on Props Madness, there's not a single play type that he scores even 20% of his points. Like everything is 18% and below. But what I like is that literally every category that he scores, the Wizards are either like the worst to like the 10th worst, like in that range. There's like no way in which Wemby scores where the Wizards are not one of the worst defenses at guarding that type of play. And they have the third worst defensive efficiency or defensive net rating in the NBA. They play at the fourth fastest pace. So all that stuff kind of makes sense. But it's just a dream matchup for Wemby. He's had a slow start to the year, but he scored 24 or more in 3 of 5 games. He won like twice. He scored exactly 24. So like that would suck if we got hooked. And then last game he put up over 30. So like let's just hope that he can stay hot in this one. So yeah, Wemby 25 plus points. I also like Champagnie. But the books have kind of caught on. Like you used to get 12 plus at plus 150. Now his over under is 11.5 or minus money. So there's really no value on. And he's not a 15 plus guy. He's a 12 plus guy. So I ended up holding off on Champagnie.
Yeah, there are guys like that. I like the Wemby look just because for a fact he's winning the tip. So it's going to be Harrison Barnes for the first basket.
Okay.
That's how you know. So there's that. So I like Wemby for that. And then also, too, the whatchamacallit, the whole Alex Sarr thing. I mean, French guy, 7'2". It's kind of like they were trying to copy Wemby. It's like they got the we got Wemby at home.
Yeah, we got Wemby at home.
What I'm saying? Like, because he's Sarr's. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Good.
They also cut on to your Koulibaly first quarter points. Last game was over 3.5 for plus money. Now it's minus 132.
Yeah. Yeah. We're done with that. It's over.
Yeah.
There's nothing really I like in this other than the fact that I know Wemby's winning the tip and it's going to be Barnes. It has to be. Like there's just, I've been thinking about it all night. Has to be Barnes. Every other guy just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't feel right. So we at least have that. Let me see. What's his first? Yeah, and he's plus 700 too. They got him with the scrubs. Yeah, it's Barnes. Fuck. I knew it. All right. Next up, let's go to Detroit and Milwaukee, huh? I didn't know they played tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to go Cade. I really, really tried to go Cade, but second half of a back-to-back, that game just went into overtime. Cade is one of those players that when he decides to score, he can, but he's not always going to decide to score. So the way you beat him, like the Bucks, is with a guy like Cade Cunningham's shot profile. So if you want to go 25 plus, that's where I was thinking about going. I ended up holding off. I might regret it because like it's a perfect matchup for him if he decides to score, and you can get 25 plus at plus 130 at like, looks like that's Hard Rock plus 125 at DraftKings. But either that or Ivy 20 plus, one of the two.
Somebody's scoring points in that game is what you're saying.
Yeah, correct. One of the two guards is my opinion.
I'm completely out on that game, so we can move on. I don't even know who's scoring the first basket. Shout out Brook Lopez, though. He got the first one last night for us, and that was so good. I was like, man, he like dunked, like just yammed it all over whoever that was. It was just, I was like, wow. Yeah, it was Pirtle. It was yep.
Jakob.
Yeah, he looks like he's like made of like full on paper mache.
Yeah.
You know what? You ever seen paper mache? Remember when you were a kid making like?
Oh yeah.
It was just like, what the hell was that, dude? It was bad. Like, 'cause you don't see Brook throw it down a lot of people. He tries to, he hits the threes on you.
Yeah.
Or like he'll make the faces, you know what I'm saying, after he drills a three on you. There's not a lot you can do about it. I always hated when the tall guys could shoot. You're just like, fuck, I can't do anything about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to shoot all in my face for the whole night. It's going to be embarrassing. And then whenever they know you're embarrassed, that's the Brook Lopez, because he knows he's embarrassing you and he can hit it from anywhere he wants. It's just like, that sucks. But you don't think him as a dunker. You think him more of as like a kind of a talk shit to your face because you just drilled another three in your face. You know
he's not.
When he dunks on you, it's like, dude, this is not even like.
Yeah, Giannis is the dunker of the two.
Dude, it was on the YouTube 4. Because I have the package, no big deal, so I could see them all, and it was in the bottom right, and I actually thought it was Giannis at first glance, and obviously it hit you, you're like, oh, that wasn't him.
Yeah,
yeah. You know, because again, it's like, that can't be Lopez. And it's like, dude, that was Lopez. Next game, Nurk against the Kings.
That your first basket?
Right? It's the Suns, but it's basically just Nurk.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah, this one I took DeMar 25 plus points. I actually got a worse price on this one. I got plus 105 on FanDuel. You can currently get plus 110. Granted, that same exact bet's minus 120 at Caesars, so is what it is. This is just a perfect matchup. Like the Suns give up the most mid-range shots, the most pull-up 2-point shots. That's all DeMar DeRozan does. He pulls up from mid-range, pulls up from 2-point land. DeMar, last time he played the Suns was 3 days ago. He scored over 30 points. It's the only time he's hit the 25-plus number in his last 3 games. So it's a little bit of like a fade recent results type of thing. But, 3 games is a tiny sample size. But, yeah, DeMar 25-plus points, probably my favorite play that I have. I have 4 that I locked in. That one's probably my favorite.
Your favorite's DeMar, huh?
25-plus.
Yeah, he's always scary to me. I think I lost one time, and then it's one of those for me.
Yeah. Not a circle of trust guy.
Yeah, no, he literally probably lost one time. Like I was betting him when I was very young. Like, not young, but you know what I'm saying? Like, before I had my no ban list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, probably back in his Toronto days.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, if you lose, like, you were done. And then I started to run out of people to bet on. So I was like, all right. Everyone's back in. Yeah, his other for first basket is 1,000. 3,500 for a layup. They're on to this guy. 18,000 for a dunk.
Wow. He doesn't dunk, so I'm not surprised to hear that. But yeah,
can he dunk?
He probably can if he's got like a clear runway.
Who wins that tip?
Between Nurk and Sabonis?
Yeah, dude.
Probably Nurk, if I had to guess.
Fun tip. Cannot wait. Yeah, I'm out completely. I got nothing. I'm literally looking at that and thinking I have no idea what's about to happen. Like, no clue. If you want, obviously, you could probably go Nurk for points in the first quarter. It's 2.5, so it's minus money. So I would not do that just because of that. I'm a big fan of the plus sign.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to, you could. Like, if you wanted to show the books you're not scared of them.
You could get never mind. They don't have. I was looking because Bet365 has alt lines. but they don't have over 3.5. They only have over 4.5. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not sure
how they get you. I saw that too. I said, dude, I'm on to these guys. I know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that. You can't do alt lines in the first quarter. You can go up 1 point. That's it.
Yeah, you can't go up 2. And that's how they get you, because they give you a minus sign and then they go up 2.
Yeah, like, look at this, plus 300. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
All right, Minnesota's playing Portland again.
Yep. I don't bet these games. If I was a stronger man, I'd go right back to Anthony Edwards' points, because, like I said, or first quarter points, I should say, because, like I said, he scored 0, or sorry, he scored 2 in the first quarter, then 12 in the second. So just because that is a very frustrating thing to happen, he'll probably get like 15 in the first quarter tonight. But I am not a strong man, so I did not bet it.
I gotta be honest with you. The reason why I would bet this, like a lot, it's because the Blazers beat him.
They lost, yeah.
He seems like one of those guys. It's like, all right, really, guys?
You just beat me, yeah. Especially the fact that it's like literally the next day. Like, he doesn't have a full day to process, like, to get over that. Yeah.
It's the Blazers too.
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah. All right, finally, last game of the night. Memphis Lakers. What do we got from this? We might have something here. There's a couple plays that I liked in this one. I ended up taking Austin Reeves, and don't laugh at me, 3+ made 3-pointers. I got it at plus 110. You can currently get that at plus 105. As long as you're seeing that plus sign, I would take it. You could go points, but against the Grizzlies, in my opinion, you want to go 3-pointers against them. They allow literally the most catch and shoot 3-point attempts in the entire NBA. Austin Reeves takes the most catch and shoot 3-point attempts on the Lakers. That's on the entire season. And that number has come up recently. Like, his last 4 games, he's shot 9, 10, 9, 10. That's his 3-point attempts. And I didn't just have a stroke. Those are his 3-point attempts, 9, 10, 9, 10 in his last 4 games. And he's not even shooting that great, like 3 for 10, 2 for 9, 6 for 10, 3 for 9. It's like one game he shot well in that stretch. But the fact that he's shooting 9, 10 a game, one of those games he shot 9 was against the Grizzlies. He only made 2, but it's a great matchup. So I like that one. He's like, he's the white guy. White guy's a shooter. You want to bet his 3-point. You want to bet his 3-point prop. I also looked at LeBron assists in this one, because the Grizzlies are absolutely an assist team. I also like Scottie Pippen Jr. assist, because the Lakers are also an assist team. But I don't want to have 3 bets in the same game. And the one I liked the best was Austin Reeves. So that's where I went. Okay. I'm going to go with nobody, because Marcus Smart might play. I think I read that somewhere. So it's going to mess up my whole rotation with Memphis. Yeah. I didn't do a lot of mental simulations with him in. So that's going to be difficult for me to get there with. Santi Aldama is an obvious choice for a score in the first quarter. I mean, it's 2.5, but you need 3.5. So we'll see if what happens there. I'm not doing minus 125. Pippen Jr. is a great look at 3 point. Like over 2.5 plus money is good there. So if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? It's a late game. So obviously the rule is system play. It's a late game. I'm betting the first quarter, so I can go to bed. Yep. I don't want to stay up late. Got a big day tomorrow, probably.
Thursday night football.
Got to be ready for that. So, yep. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up. I think we did pretty good here, man. Like, in my head, like, we just swept and we had a lot of bets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bets, dude.
That's a lot.
We just dropped 9 bets.
That's a lot of plus
not
signs.
Even noon on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so it's Bataze over 3.5 first quarter points plus 104. Missy double. I hope that's his name. Missy. Double plus 1,000. That was a coffee bet. It was probably a little too much coffee when I said that. Vooch over 4.5 first quarter points plus 116. Cam Thomas 25 plus points plus 120. Schroeder over 4.5 first quarter points plus 106. Derek Jones Jr. over 2.5 first quarter points, even money. Wemby 25 plus points plus 105. DeRozan 25 plus points plus 110. Reeves 3+ 3-pointers made, and that's plus 105. That's not bad, dude. Like, that's a really good card, like, to start the day. Like, so if you're just starting out your card, you have 9 bets right now. So you have 9 units out before noon on an NBA slate, which is if you're gonna do that though, Wednesday in your defense would be the day to do it.
Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, there's so many games. Yeah, Fridays too. Fridays don't even count, dude. Fridays probably should have more by now. I mean, it's Friday, but Wednesday, that's a hot start. You know, you're gonna get some news. Probably gonna add 5 more units to this thing. That's gonna be good, man. All right, so I feel great about this. I think we can go ahead and go now. I am Slop Rules on Twitter and YouTube, the channel you're watching right now. So subscribe to this channel if you like to get at least 9 bets every day before noon. This is a great place to come get them. The other voice you heard, the great Matt Modai, at Jedi Modai on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. And then he's also at Jedi Modai on YouTube, which is awesome as well. Thanks, Matt, dude. I think we killed it right there.
I agree. It's going to be a good night.
All right, man. I'm going to go. I have a first basket Millie parlay to put together, so I'm going to jump on that right now because I'm ready. I'm in the right mindset. And then I'm going to eat lunch. And then after that, I'm going to come back, though. I'm going to come back on this channel. It's going to be using the tools at OddsJam. We're going to see if we can just extract money from the books without using our brains. If you want to learn how to do that, join me. Get the notifications on. We'll see you then.